Welcome back into ARC Southeast Texas. September is Sepsis Awareness Month and World Sepsis Day is next week. Jaime Wright with CHRISTUS St. Elizabeth Hospital is here to talk a little bit about sepsis and just all the stuff that we need to know to be able to better protect myself. Myself and others. You know, kind of starts with yourself too, and kind of keeping an eye on everyone. And you've already come in with some great gifts for us too, Jaime. We're excited to add some magnets to our fridge, and then also a proclamation, right, for September?
Yes, the governor has given us another proclamation this for Sepsis Awareness Month, just kind of putting it out in the public and knowledge about sepsis. A lot of people don't know about sepsis, and so the more we bring some awareness around it, the more we can help prevent it and help people get treatment sooner than later.
Sure. Okay, so tell us, for the folks who don't know, what sepsis is.
So sepsis is your body and its way it affects, it is fighting an infection. When you get an infection from like a cut, someone who has UTIs, pneumonia, things like that, and it's your body's reaction to it. And some people's bodies don't have like a real strong reaction to it. They respond immediately to the antibiotics and stuff, and then some people don't. And you never know who it's going to be. And so it can affect from anybody from infants, children's, all the way to our elderly, our population with the mothers who just had a baby or who are pregnant, so they're really at risk. And so because your immune system is a little bit down during those times. So you want to make sure that you are washing your hands all the time, making sure you're taking care of any cuts or any wounds so you can prevent it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you kind of mentioned anyone can be susceptible to it. Is it one of those things where I know a lot of times folks will be like, oh, I have a really great immune system. I really don't get sick a whole lot. Is that kind of a factor in it too?
You know, it's not always that a factor is kind of a one-off. Sometimes with some people you think, oh, they never get sick, and then all of a sudden, yes, sepsis, here they are with it. So, you know, we want to make sure with our children who are back in school that we are addressing when they're sick, when they're running fevers, making sure we're bringing them to the doctors, make sure they take all their antibiotics, because I know that's probably, I am sometimes a problem with that, not completing my antibiotics, but we need to make sure we are completing our antibiotics so we don't build up resistance to the infections.
That's a good point.
I guess when I think of sepsis, I think of the older population, or maybe someone who has a traumatic injury, but we're talking about kids. So maybe what would be an example of when a child could get sepsis?
You know, kids can get UTIs.
Right, yeah, babies.
And, you know, and they don't get it all treated in time. Pneumonia, flu, you know, even COVID, things like that can also be the opening for it. And so the sooner we get them in, sooner we get them addressed with the antibiotics, fluids on board, the greater chances of people surviving it and stuff. Because when these children or adults are not treated, I mean, they could pass away within 24 hours that go into organ failure and things like that. It can really get serious really quickly. So that's why it's very important to get in, see your doctor, get to the hospital, get treated with the antibiotics, the fluids, and be able to be monitored and get on top of it soon.
Yeah, so obviously every second counts. Time is very important. And that's kind of why you guys obviously have the acronym for time. Walk us through, what do we need to know? What are some signs whenever it comes to identifying sepsis?
So people who are normally not confused, okay? Temperature, they have a high temperature. They're extremely ill. Mental, like the mental, the infection and temperature. So making sure you're recognizing those things.
Okay. Well, good advice to have and keep an eye on too, because like you mentioned, obviously noticing it quicker obviously can save lives too. And yeah, it's kind of a, how can it turn so deadly so quick?
Your body, when the infection gets into your bloodstreams, and then once it gets into your bloodstreams, then it can cause organ dysfunction if you're not getting antibiotics in there to fight the infection in time. And then once you get into organ dysfunction, and then usually death can happen really soon after that.
I guess kind of goes to show the importance, obviously, of why September is Sepsis Awareness Month, to kind of bring awareness and keep an eye on some of those signs. So you can learn more at sepsisawarenessmonth.org and just be able to kind of keep track of that and keep an eye on others and yourself for some of those key factors too. So we appreciate you stopping by and giving us a little bit of a rundown so we can look out for this stuff.
Yes, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.